Section 7. Official communications. These are protected to ensure efficient functioning of government. Next, we've got Section 8. Information as to commission of offences. If you report a crime, your identity is safeguarded. Section 9. Professional communications. Anything you tell your lawyer in confidence is shielded. No peeking allowed. And Section 10 applies Section 9 to interpreters and others involved in the communication chain. So you're covered all the way through. Moving on, Section 11. Privilege not waived by volunteering evidence. Sharing some info doesn't mean you give up all your rights, but you're still protected. And lastly, Section 12. Confidential communications with legal advisors.
Section 13, show me the deed. This section deals with property cases. Imagine a property line dispute between neighbours. One neighbour, Bob, claims the other, Sue, built her shed on his land. Now Bob says a document proves he's right. This document, the deed, is with the bank. Section 13 says the bank must bring the deed to court, even though they aren't part of the fight. This is important because it ensures fairness. We need all the evidence to make a fair judgment. Think of it like this. You wouldn't bake a cake without all the ingredients, right? The same goes for court cases. We need all the facts. Section 2, Section 14. My lips are sealed. This section is all about protecting privacy. Let's say a journalist, Lisa, is called to testify about her source for a big story. The source's identity is confidential. Section 14 might allow Lisa to refuse to reveal her source. This protection exists for a reason. Imagine if we couldn't protect our sources, journalists wouldn't be able to do their jobs properly. They need to keep their promises of confidentiality. This section balances the need for information with the right to privacy.
Section 15. This section is vital because it states that a witness is not excused from answering questions just because the answer might incriminate them. This means the court can compel a witness to provide testimony even if it could expose them to criminal charges. However, remember, the witness is protected under the privilege against self-incrimination, which means their testimony cannot be directly used against them in a criminal case. Now, moving on to Section 16. This section deals with accomplices. An accomplice is someone who assists or participates in the commission of a crime. The law recognizes that testimonies from accomplices can be crucial in unraveling the details of criminal activities. However, the credibility of an accomplice's testimony is often scrutinized because they might have motivations to lie or shift blame. Therefore, corroboration is key when dealing with accomplice testimonies. Finally, let's explore Section 17, which covers the competence and number of witnesses. Competence refers to a witness's legal ability to testify in court.